Hello there, and welcome back to Mystic Brick, the channel where I'll be building my own medieval fantasy Lego creations. It is a beautiful early summer morning, and I'm just hanging out in the park, you know, because why not? The channel surpassed 100 subscribers this week, and I am just so very grateful to all of you for joining me on this fun little adventure we're having. Thank you so much. So today's episode, Chapter 7, Deer Riders and the Shadowborn. Let's go check it out. Well, hey, here we go, doing another flyover of the entire MOC, all the base plates we've covered so far at least. You know, we've come a very long way since the beginning, where it all started, the Smithy and the Knights. And, you know, we only have 4 more base plates to cover before we've covered them all. So 2 episodes left, including this one in this series. And then a reminder that the final 9th episode will be compiling all of these sort of smaller scenes that we have established and spinning a larger tale around the whole thing, which is going to be a lot of fun, I think. But yeah, I really hope that you've enjoyed our journey so far. You know, all these little minifigs and their stories, what has brought them here, how they are aligned together against the Black Falcon Knights, what has enticed them here, whether it be riches or revenge or fame or glory. Yeah, they're all getting ready to partake in this ambush. You know, so today we're going to land on base plates 13 and 14. We're going to go these 2 here vertically together because I want to save the witch's hut for the final 2 base plates. So going to be looking at a couple more tree elements here, more of the river, some more fun minifigs. Let's get into it. Okay, so looking at base plate 13 here, and the larger elements are going to be the tree and the fallen tree, and a continuation of the river here. You can see a little otter hanging out in the underbrush there. But yeah, keeping the same palette along the side. You get a peek at the deer rider there, a little bird on the branch. But yeah, lots of blues and yellows and some violet too. This tree is functional, so the branches move. Got an owl on top there. Again, I was kind of running out of bricks at this point, so just using what I had, and it all kind of worked out. And then I wanted to do this fallen tree, which, let's see, fell, we're gonna say a couple of seasons past, and there are little scions now regrowing or attempting to do so. All these violet leaf little branches are sort of an indication of this. You know, I think the tree turned out pretty well. In the future, I will be building better fallen trees, but for the first attempt, I think, yeah, that turned out pretty well. Happy with it. Base plate 14 and another tree to look at here, as well as a continuation of the river, and we're gonna get a peek at the Shadowborn here, these 4 little minifigs, the magic wielder among them. But yeah, went for some larger plant elements along the bank here. You can see another pink frog, the stepping stones across the river there, which change color the closer you get to the witch's hut, with more of the mossy green and lime green there. There's a little squirrel hanging out beneath the tree there. This tree's kind of was fun, you know, larger, thicker branches. Managed to tilt those, so it made a cool effect. Put blossoms on them. Get more of a look at those 4 minifigs as we spin around here in this sort of a variance of weaponry that they all possess. Gonna be fun to talk about them, but yeah, good stuff. I had fun doing this little base plate, even though it's on the simpler side of things, but was a lot of fun to make. Okay, looking at the minifigs real quick, and you know, a lot of these torso and leg pieces come from the Dreams line. They just seem to kind of work well for what I was going for here. This sort of dark contingent, you know, And then, yeah, just a bunch of different head pieces and hair pieces, shorter axes, and the mace. Cool. Here's your magic wielder with a dark cloak as well. And then the deer rider here is actually the warrior woman from CMF10, and I just, you know, gave her some different weapons, put a cloak on her. And then there's your deer, looking pretty good, pretty snazzy. I dig that as an animal piece. Yeah, that's all your minifigs. Time to set the scene then. And there are two contingents to discuss today. First of which is the Shadowborn. You see, they're a collection of mercenaries known for their ruthlessness and their greed, and the dark god that they worship. And they were coerced here by the wizard, of course, but they have also been known to conduct their own raids against the Black Falcon Knights, and evidently take delight in such, and so are quite happy with the opportunity to do so again. And the deer riders, of whom we are only being introduced to one right now, are here because they are native to these lands, and over the past few moons have been chased out of their forests and dwelling places by the Black Falcon Knights, who have been slowly expanding into the territory. And so, being fed up with such exploitation, the deer riders have gathered here today in an attempt to cripple the Black Falcon Knights in some meaningful way. And so the scene is set, and we shall have to wait and see what transpires. Hey, check it out. The giant otter is the largest extant otter, and it lives mostly along the Amazon River and in the Pantanal in north central South America. It is known by many names there. The Tupi word, so that is the indigenous word for the giant otter, is Ariranya, which means water jaguar. I think that's pretty cool. And yeah, they've been known to grow as long as 7 feet, although specimens that large don't exist anymore, but they will get up to 6 feet still. So yeah, there you go. There's a little fact for you about the giant otter. Okay, hey, thanks for joining me again this week. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Give us a like if you've liked what you've seen here today. And, you know, we'll continue the story next week. See you then. Bye-bye now.